Hello, and we're back with another brand spanking new video, another micro world video. And in this micro video world okay. So we will start off with, of course, as always, Gray's turn. And Gray has the top military. They're going down in money since they just bought this new island. They're the second most nuclear power, and they're the second most advanced. So, you know, they're pretty high up on the list, but they're not. They just have the strongest military, pretty much. So, you know, before it was like, no question, if you're going to war with them, you're going to lose. But now it's like, you're probably going to win. Or you're probably going to lose, but there's still a chance if, like, red and yellow and light blue team up, then they'll beat the Grays. No doubt about it. Alright. So, oh, of course, if you missed all this, like me building this, I did in the last episode. So make sure to go watch that. These are like the leaderboard showing how, what they're most advanced in and stuff like that. So it's Gray's turn, and of course they just, last episode, came up with a peace treaty with the Greens, saying that Greens would leave immediately if the Grays stopped the war with them. Of course, the Grays didn't leave. Greens didn't leave. While they were leaving, they saw an island over here, started to get on the island, so now they're on this island right here, but they'll expand more to that. Maybe send some people over to the Greenland and tell them that there is new land that they're at. Sorry about that. Oh, happening. Oh, okay. I said happening, I didn't say what's happening. Getting ruined. Okay, I'm back. So they'll start expanding out. They're gonna do a lot of expanding on this turn. Of course, normally they have 2 turns per everyone has 2 turns per episode, so. But, you know, sometimes I go 3 on, like, special episodes and stuff. Oh my gosh, why is it lagging so much? We might do a Christmas episode. A Christmas-themed episode pretty soon. This is building out a lot. I don't know why we're doing a Christmas-themed episode pretty soon, but we might. You never know. Let's make this city bigger, too. So they're learning that this continent is humongous, and I don't know if they already had contact with the Yellows, but they do, and this becomes a very big city. Same with the Yellows. Doesn't have to be on this turn. This can basically represent their turn. Those become 2 very big cities because they're trading all the supplies they get from the continents. But Yellow will, of course, grow their country, their empire a little more. So that's Gray's turn. Oh, and we want to do some more expanding here since Gray's. They still want to, before they start focusing on that being their main project, which right now is not their main project. This is still their main project, so they're going to be doing a lot more expanding on this right here. I'm building in green. I wonder how many of you hate on me because of that, but I think I built all of this in green too. They look so similar to me. I don't know why. Wait, no. That's gray, right? Yeah, that's gray. For some reason, I switched 1 block on the top. Really? Like, is that a joke? Why? I'm so confused. Okay, well. Okay. Show. Don't know why that city got big, but it did. A bunch of little, kind of suburban cities out here. Not that big, but there's a lot of rural cities out here. Whoa. There's a coastal, kind of not big city. Most big coastal cities are big, but that one's not as big. You know, just like this one's not as big. Get out of here, cow. This because it's like in the bay, so that's gonna become a very big city, kind of like how San Francisco is represented. And this can be Oakland. Yeah, Oakland. Not really, but it can just be representing that, and then, you know, of course all the suburbs of San Francisco. You know, that might not be. We might not make that San Francisco, or like San Francisco. We'll probably never actually touch that city again. To like being honest here, like no one's probably gonna take that from Grays because they're scared of them. And this, I think they should have a nuclear zone somewhere around here. They're predicting that this desert that the light blues and yellow found is very big, but they're probably predicting, I mean, they're definitely predicting wrong, but they're predicting that's like right here, but since it's so big and they found it all the way over here and that's where it ends, so also you know, this is not really going to be for their turn, but they're going to start trying to make some mountain colonies for tourism and stuff like that. I almost said terrorism, by the way. I wish I could fix it to where it didn't always freaking rain in this game. I don't know why it always says. Alright, Blue's turn. Remember, Blue just suffered a serious loss. Oh yeah, I forgot to replace this bag. Ugh, I can do that after the nuclear wasteland. But Blue still has an ongoing nuclear sort of war. I mean, it's not really a war going with Red, but it's like threatening. And Red keeps on nuking everyone. Like, Red nuked... Who did they nuke? They nuked Blue a lot, but oh no, that nuked Yellow. That's what set the alliance off. They nuked Yellow right here and just pretty much destroyed their entire island. And here, I forgot to put a bunch of these cities down since it's all nuked and stuff. But, you know, they still have a huge empire. Sorry guys, I'm looking at a cut on my arm. There we go. Which color? Alright, blue. Blue, they have 2 nukes. You know, that they were working on right here, but then they sold it to Grays. So what will they do? Because, I mean, Grays, if you saw last episode, sent that threat, you know, Grays, Yellows, and Light Blues sent that threat to the Reds, saying that, if they do anything else, then they can nuke them, and they basically sent them an image of all the red land that's in range of, like, a nuking distance of them. So maybe Blue can try to get their ships. Does Blue, rank in anything up here? Blue ranks in the richest and military. They're third in both of those, but not technology. So they'll, I mean, considering how close they are, they'll be able to get boats there. Just, you know, not with very many supplies on them. So they get a boat, right? So I know that Yellows are colonizing all this, so they try to get all the way around here. They're failing, They see this island. Get on it. So, might come to conflict with the Greens. They immediately make their way to the coast, you know, just in case there are Greens on, or others on here. They want to be able to block them off. Okay. So that's what they do for their turn for going into that world. And they're actually blocked off here, so after nuking the Yellow... No, that was Red's nuked Yellow, sorry. They ask to... No, they don't ask anything. They go right here, they drive their little boat cars, from, you know, right there, and start here, right in between all these nuclear zones, which will soon be, you know, normal. But there's still a high nuclear rate in this area because of all the nukes that went off. So they go way back here. Right here is a very nuclear city. I'll be right back, guys. I have to pause. Okay, we're back. Whoa. Lags. my god! Oh my god! God. Okay, it's back. It's normal. God, I just raged so hard because of lag. I don't know why I did that. Alright. Red. So Red just got that threat from the Greys, and what do? Work on more nukes. And possibly nuke someone on this turn. Very possibly. This is a nuke. It goes. It was supposed to be an arrow, but it didn't really work out. There. This is the new nuke they're working on. No, that's too advanced for this time. This is a new nuke they're working on. It goes extremely fast. It's like a ship, a jet carrying a nuke. So it goes extremely fast. It just doesn't go that far. But no anti-nuclear stuff can block this. So over there, the Greys, they can't block this. So they're working on it here, and soon they'll move it somewhere in range of hitting the Greys. You know, because they have that blocker that blocks any nukes that come within range of them. Like, right here, they have, like, a thing that sends out, probably this nuke. And nukes the other nuke in the air, doing little damage. And that's basically just to protect everyone over here. I forgot Red's head. Oh! Yeah, they'll transport it over to here, which will be dangerous, so I have to do it on boats. They can't do it on planes since the Greys will detect a nuke. So they have to go, like, all the way around and travel back here. Maybe when they're doing that, they can find a new continent. You never know. Because they're, everything that is built right now isn't, that's not it. Like, there's stuff all over here. There's, like, stuff that they can't see. Everything that you can see, they can see. Well, not really, because they can't see any of this. An export area. Just, you know, everything they land on, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. Alright. So, they got that threat, but did they listen? Is the problem. Did I ever do a double nuke? Well, doing it today. So they send out their double nuke right to here. This is a very sad day, actually, for everyone. For blues, for yellows, and for light blues. Very sad, because it's the first time in history that a double nuke is used. Which is basically double the power of a nuke. Oh my god, it destroyed all these cities. Pretty much all the blue colonies. Now they're just a little island. Oh, it completely destroys this. There's like, that's beyond repair right now. Like, that's gonna be a tiny city. Put that down more because of how much it exploded. Alright, and it made all of this nuclear wasteland, of course, as you know. Makes the explode land nuclear wasteland. It destroyed the yellows, and oh my god, it devoured the blues. It devoured the blues. Like, that's pretty much all of the, I mean light blues. It's pretty much all the blues colonies they had. And it reformed the land a lot, which is never a good thing. And sometimes this thing forms it's called a nuclear lake. And it's when, like, a nuke blows a crater so big in the earth, like, probably near the ocean or something, that a lake forms inside of it. So that's what happened here. And that lake stays there forever unless it's, you know, terraformed. But that's what happened here. And this nuke was actually, this is higher technology, this nuke's gonna stay for longer. So, yeah. And the water temperature, the water levels at Nuke Lake are a lot lower. I mean, not right here, but that's the normal place where people go swimming eventually in history. But that's pretty crazy. Why would the Reds do that? So right after this, as soon as the gray's here, whose turn's next? As soon as the gray's here, the grays declare war, but the light blue's turn's next. So light blue, yellow, blue, and gray are all at war with the red right now. They just declared war. And red, we're just skipping ahead a couple turns, like doing stuff right now. Never mind. Oh, I forgot that red had colonies here. So they go over here, they find the greens, and they have a city right here for, amazing trade. They find the greens, they find out the blues here, crush them, take their cities, and the greens are now allied with the reds to try to bring the greens colonies back up and all that. Try to bring the greens up. Alright, so light blue's first turn, light blue's turn of this war. Jeez, it destroyed the light blues. Destroyed them. They had so much more, but this is still pretty big. They warned them. So this is happening. Guys, this is the most insane episode right now. Alright, 1, 2. And this is just one nuke. More could happen this round. 1, 2. Guys, if this hits any of these nuclear things, that will destroy all the nukes of red, and of course destroy half this continent, pretty much. I'm scared to do this. They drop it right there. A double nuke. Second double nuke in history. Oh, the reds got lucky there. I mean, it destroyed their everything, but they still got lucky. Dude, it flooded. Oh, also that nuclear lake I was talking about kind of happened here, except there was a little lake, but it made the lake a lot bigger. That could have been so much worse. The reds pretty much just got destroyed. This place falls a lot. There's probably just a couple people living between rocks now. This place, that doesn't exist anymore. That can't. These places are kinda... They're kind of just made to serve as nuclear points. This place exists from trade from the green, but all their nuclear stuff is still here, so that's good for the reds. Light blues don't know about where all these nuclear fields are, but they weren't trying to hit them because that can completely destroy the reds. So the light blues send another nuke, since they know that green just joined the war. Right here, this is just a one nuke though. Oh my god, that could also hit it, but I doubt this will hit it. No, it might. It could. Oh, it didn't. Okay. That could have been bad. Oh, I'll put the link in the description. Oh, by the way, make sure to go follow me on Twitter. I'll try to put a link in the description. But I post, when I'm not posting on YouTube, when I'm doing something else, I always post on Twitter saying, sorry, I missed a day. I'll make sure to get you 2 videos tomorrow, or something like that. Like I'll just post stuff on Twitter. I post funny stuff in my house. Like, I remember I had this weird Santa Claus thing, and it's like, it's a list. I don't know, it was really weird. It was very weird, but I posted on Twitter, and it was really funny. And when I was doing my overnight in a box video, I'm pretty sure I tweeted out, staying the night in the box video soon, and people just like, when they see that, they're just like, what the heck? So, make sure to go follow me on Twitter. I put all different sorts of stuff on there. It's pretty cool. Parker Panda Gaming, all one word. Okay, so this is all within, like, a day. A nuke went, that double nuke went, destroyed all this, and then later, like, a couple hours later, the other nuke went and destroyed all the green stuff here. Actually, the green one didn't do much damage. Well, it did a lot of damage, and these places are now dead because that. So these, this nuclear station isn't getting much funding. This isn't getting any at all. So they basically cut this off so this can't stay and work. this project can't stay at work, but they're gonna try to getting supplies as fast as they can. They have a small outpost right here, but that's their main priority is surviving right now. So that was Light Blue's turn. They destroyed the Reds, and they can't build, well, I mean, they can build one nuke back up, but it's not going to be a double-wide nuke, and they're constructing more, except they're not finished yet. I shouldn't have put that down yet, because it's not finished, but we can remember that this isn't finished yet. But, Grays is working on a huge project, too, that y'all will see soon. It's going to be crazy. Yellow, they got to get back at the Reds for what they did, so, yes, right here. Dude, do the same thing the Blues did to the, or that they did to the Blues. This could actually hit that, the nukes right here. I doubt it. It almost did. Oh my god, this place is completely destroyed. They can't destroy this city completely. I mean, is it, if you build this down, would it be on nuclear land? I think it's right here. Oh, that sucks for this city. That sucks so bad for this city. Crap. That sucks so bad for the city. Everyone pretty much died in the city. The city's almost gone. It was one of the biggest cities ever. So, you know, Yellow did a very good job on that, and that's still the capital city. It's just very small. That part crumbled, pretty much the whole castle, yeah. That's floating over water. The whole kingdom they built crumbled. Since it's the same thing that they did the Blues. And the Blues are probably starting to get mad because all these nukes going off. Even though they are part of the war, and Red is getting completely annihilated right now. I'll be right back. Oh, hi, I'm back. Sorry. Okay, we are back, and I don't remember at all what was happening when we left off, but I'm back. It's been a couple hours, by the way. I'm back. I'm back. I've said that probably 8 times now. I think Yellow just fired the nuke at Red. I think it was Yellow, yeah. Alright, Yellow. Now Green's turn. We still have an entire round to go. Alright, Green. Boop. Green gets back onto the coast, of course. This is gonna be like, by the way, this is within a week. Like, all this has happened to Red within a week. We have to adjust the board because Red's probably not too good off right now. Well off, I mean. So their military is probably gone. So that brings Light Blue up. Light Blue? Light Blue, right. Green, alright. They are no longer the top nuclear power. Oh. I was gonna make them, guess I'll make Light Blue the new second, and Yellow third, I guess, still third. I look at technology, yeah, look at technology, so Red's pretty much screwed right now after what happened to them. So, that's sad, that's sad. I mean, it's sad for the Reds, their capital sucks right now, and they are pretty screwed overall, pretty much. Do Greens have access to any nukes after, you know, what happened? They should have access to this. Red gives them access to this, like they gave them access, and choose a place to nuke, and they nuke it. Where should they nuke? who hurt them the most? Greys hurt them the most. It could nuke the capital, which has been struggling a long time because of the nukes at first. What the heck? Why is this like all taken over? They could nuke right. Oh my gosh. If they knew about this, they could nuke the bomb field and destroy half the continent. I could try. Let's try this. Alright, so it's the greens, right? I couldn't reach over here. Alright, greens are just gonna nuke the yellows right here, I guess. Misdrop, extreme misdrop, because, you know, I haven't fired bombs in a while, but, you know, this might still do some damage, but it's a pretty big waste of a nuke. Hey, that still did damage. I mean, it destroyed like 2 giant cities. Not giant, they were small cities, but killed a lot of people. And it extended the wasteland out a lot more. And I mean a lot. This is back. This is gonna be like, from how much wasteland there is, this might possibly be a wasteland forever, and this might just be a bombed out mess. Because the wasteland, don't know what that was, but the wasteland has extended so much that's just like developing its own ecosystem. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but this is bad, pretty much. That's what I'm saying. It's bad for everyone. So the greens had a sucky turn. But it's Gray's turn. Oh my gosh. They're in such close proximity to the reds. They could march on the reds. It's lagging again, guys. It's lagging again. That was a taser, by the way. Alright. They could destroy these cities, trample them, and leave even bigger cities in their tracks. And they still haven't detected these nukes yet since they're being constructed right here. It kind of goes under their radar. They build up this city a lot more. Red is pretty much trapped in here. All they need to do is take out these 3 cities, and they are trapped on this little peninsula thing forever. And it's gonna be super hard because Gray has boats going all over the place here. Okay. Blue, this has been a long, let's just say overtime. Who knows when, but this got all colonized. Since there was a lot of oil over there. Let's just make sure I didn't replace stuff over there with green when I was supposed to be gray, because I seem to do that a lot. No, didn't. Okay. So they get into like the oil land, and this is the first, one of the first cities that Gray discovers with oil. It becomes a pretty huge city. I mean, this is another pretty, I think there's oil here, but they didn't get enough. I don't know. I don't know what happened here. I'm just doing stuff I should have done a long time ago right now. And this could be an extremely famous town. People could move here from all over the place. And I think this is the biggest town in the entire freaking world. Which is crazy. In the middle of the desert, like Dubai. That city is like Dubai. It's crazy. Right. So Grays. Oh yeah, I had that secret project in the works that the Grays have been constructing under, like, ground underneath all their big cities, underneath this giant landmass, so if a bomb hits, But let's just move other nukes out of the way for a second. Because this is the mega nuke. It is huge, and when it drops, it's gonna be bad. So they're gonna send it. Should they send a threat, or should they actually do it? And calculate where, and then go there. They're not sending it to the blues. They could destroy this entire island and possibly some of the blues with that. They pretty much just crippled the entire reds. Like, there's nothing left. If they just want to overkill, they can send a nuke. Okay, they can use 3 nukes this turn. Send 1 nuke right about here, which they don't know would set off a mass explosion, probably hurt them in the long run, but definitely hurt them in the long run, and just basically obliterate the reds. Oh yeah, I forgot about this city right here. That's controlled by the reds technically. They could send a bomb over there, which they know that the reds have from intel. They don't know they have that yet though. They send a bomb over there. Explode it, that'll hurt them really bad, but I don't know if it'll destroy this island. They could actually use 3 bombs and send one right here to this field they now know they have with all these cities near it and kill them. Then they could send the super ultra mega nuke right here. That'll probably destroy the whole island, I don't know. Alright, well, let's do that. 3 nukes. 3 different nukes. 1, 2, 3. So first, the first nuke that hits, they all send at the same time, except for the mega bomb. First nuke that hits, it's right here. Let's see if this doesn't set off the chain reaction. Crazy. Yep, it did. And great, because this is their, like, this is what they get for nuking so close to their cities. I mean, they've destroyed all the reds. These people very quickly die, all of them, because they're pretty much hermits. These people die because they're on a nuclear island. Jeez, that was such a big city, though. So the reds are gone out of this continent. It didn't hurt the Greys that bad. I mean, it destroyed some of their major cities in this area, which is very compact with major cities. It sure did. This just basically makes a nuclear flood that completely destroys everything. Let's just say this entire area gets flooded into the water. A lot of this right here. Jeez, they misshaped the continent. Alright, they still have 2 more nukes and still raining. You can't even see the rain, which sucks. But it'll go away in a second. BMO, what's wrong? You're disturbing me, BMO. What's wrong with you? Alright. So they send a bomb, next bomb right here. Oh. I guess it didn't do much damage because it's in the water. It still did a lot of damage. That gets completely destroyed. This is... Oh, that doesn't get... Oh, this is a green city. This green city's no. That can't live. There's nothing. There's just wasteland on wasteland on wasteland around them. So the Greys just want to show their dominance, show their power over the Reds. Reds, yeah. Reds, because, as you know, the Reds, they still have a grudge against the Reds because of, them declaring, like, they broke off independent from the Reds. If you remember that far back in history, on the 4th of July special, Reds had a couple colonies and they broke free from them, forming the Greys. Of course, that misshapes the land a little. And this entire side, the entire west of this continent's wasteland's just gone. But this side's pretty okay. This should be gone in the next episode. So should all this. Should be gone. This should not be gone in the next episode. And some of this should be shaved off. Not really. I don't think so. Some of this will be shaved off. Not really this, a little bit, but this should all be gone. Maybe just a little. This should all be gone. This over here should definitely all be gone. Wait, unless that just happened. No, I think that should all be gone. Not that, of course. It literally just happened. And, of course, not that over there. Alright. Last bomb, last bomb, last bomb, last bomb. So first, set everything on fire because I want to. Oh, that's not TNT. Oh. Okay, everything's just burning and it lit itself. Okay, well. This city's gone because, you know, what can survive that? Let's just be completely honest here. This is so sad. Reds are gone. They're dead. They can get fully annexed pretty soon. Just because of a couple nukes that hit them. Gosh, Greys are crazy. I mean, I know Reds were little. This is what they get. This is their lesson. And without warning, without even thinking about a truce, like, the Greys just are about to do this insane mega bomb. It's gonna be insane. If I already said that, yes I did. It's gonna be craziness. And the Greys are doing it. And, you know, just make this entire island a wasteland. And then just for lulz, I guess you could say, they get the bomb. You know, Reds are just suffering. All their families just died. They're getting calls from their families saying that their families is dead. All this stuff, and then this is one turn, by the way. This is just Grey's turn. Hold up. Alright. Oh my god. I didn't do as much as I was expecting, but it did a lot of explosions, so let's just act like it did a lot more. I mean, I know I can't, like, act like it did a lot more, but if I did that correctly, it probably would have done a lot more. Like, if there wasn't water under this, everything would be gone, let's just face it. But there is water underneath. You know, Greys just released the biggest nuke in history. It was still the biggest nuke in history, like, there's no changing that. But it's just, I thought it would destroy the entire island, not just most of it. Never mind. It's just, it's crazy. That's all I have to say. You know, from this nuclear explosion, it went really deep. So it just pretty much, this is gone now. Let's just why would this exist? Let's just be perfectly honest here. That's gone. They no longer have access to their nuclear thing right here. There's still life that can operate on this one thing right here, but rest of it, of course, is going to be fully consumed. Alright. That was very fun, and the rift between the river, I don't know why I called it a riff, is getting a lot wider. Alright, blue. Blue is just like, what? That's their expression. What? So they send a nuke, you know. Again, just for the lulz. Right here. Still not even trying to sign for peace. I hate my chair. Okay, they destroyed the entire island. Literally, there were only 2 pieces. So they just blew up an island. They literally just blew up an island, no joke, at all. That's what they do for their turn. And then they discuss peace with the Reds. The Reds, of course, take that opportunity as soon as possible. They say, yep, we're not doing this anymore. We quit so hard. And the Greys, they say, well, no, we're not done with you. We haven't taught you your lesson yet for doing this all to us. So the Reds are expecting full annihilation, so they get what they can. They have this elfin, which means finished in Spanish. This can go to the continent. You know, they just have to transport it a little. This can go straight in and crash. It misfires, which of course it is, because I just rushed it. Misfires, lands right here in their allies, right in their allies' city. Oh my god, I missed so hard. This sucks. Why can't I fly out? They hurt the Greys a little, but of course that had to happen. Of course. Why? Like what? Why would that be normal? Let's just be honest here. Why would that work? This is all out war. Like, this is insane. So that was probably the biggest mistake the Reds have ever made. But they can try to say, no, we were just trying to turn on the Greens. We weren't trying to hit you. And then the Greys are obviously going to call bullcrap because that is stupid lie. And they hurt their allies too, the light blues. So, you know, that was kind of an accomplishment for Reds, but it was still way more of a loss. So, just before they can say that, the Reds... What the heck? Tsunami! A tsunami is coming. I know that's not really a tsunami, but let's just say a tsunami comes. That's for a different episode. Right. This nuke goes right here. Of course it misfires because they're still not done with it, so they need to chill out. Boom. It's crazy. Because most of this was dry desert, it just makes a huge nuclear lake. Where people can eventually go, you know. And of course, because it leads to a river, this all dissolves away and becomes an even bigger lake, you know, immediately, because just what happens is just a lot deeper down, which happens with nuclear lakes. Ooh, that hurt the light blues, though. And now the Greys just like, okay, so Red's turn is over because they're pretty screwed. Light blues' turn. They can give their turn to the Greys and let the Greys deal with the Reds. They should do that. Maybe the light blues can do something. Yeah, the light blues want to finish this job. Get it kind of started. No, those the yellows. Alright, well, they get their nuke and say sorry. They actually hit on target because, you know, they do that. And, of course, it's going to detonate these, so... Right, well. It's raining again! Oh my god. It's just stupid. Why? It's rained like 4 or 5 times this episode. Let's be completely honest here. Alright, well, that's the end of Reds, actually. It's complete end of Reds. Reds is over. Definitely not top on anything. They're probably last in everything, to be honest. And then green is second to last, of course. Yellow's turn. Yellow exits the war and tries to rebuild right here. Let their people not die, and this is for a city for crazy people. This is where the criminals hide, so yeah. But they're rich, so they're gonna start making some better trade options, since, you know, they're the richest. And the Reds agree. They say, we jacked up. Reba's itching her ear, which is my dog. We jacked up. We're giving you all the rest of our money. You win. But they give it all to the Grays, none to the Yellow or Light Blue, so I don't know why they did that, but Grays is by far back in the lead. Woo, Grays. Woo! You're getting your style back, Grays. Getting your style. Is that green or gray? Gray. Alright. The nuclear power again. They're, of course, second in technology. They're almost first in everything except for technology. Which that goes to the Yellows, but soon it will be Grays. I know it, I know it. Toggle downfall. See, it'll go away. It's like it was right. It's just so stupid. Right. So now Green's turn. Green's like, this is the last turn of the game, but Green's gone. Like, they also give all their money to the Grays. Except they kind of split evenly. So that's the end of this episode. That's the end of the reign of the Reds. All that pretty much exists of the Reds right now is nothing here, of course. Just a couple cities right here. That's all that exists of the Reds. And also for the Greens' turn, they can branch out a little more. But just don't go against the Grays is what the lesson we've learned in this episode is. They're a crazy superpower, and they got hurt this war. They actually got hurt this war, but they benefited more than they got hurt. So, but yes, they did. The Blues finally got their revenge on the Reds for destroying them. And this all started, it wasn't just because the Reds didn't like the Blues, because the Blues were technically the Light Blues, so the Light Blues were friends with the Reds. But now, no more. This all started because the Light Blues, and the Light Blues declared war on them, of course. So this started because Blue wanted to expand their empire. And then, I mean, the war started officially when they nuked the Yellows, when they wanted their old land back, which isn't a very smart idea. But this is just a recap. This is the end of the war that started, I believe, last episode, or it's the end and start of the war, pretty much. That was the crazy war, but we're done. Make sure to like the video if you like the video. If you didn't like the video, like the video anyway. Subscribe, bye.